Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, all of you. So in last class, we have discussed about how to expand the function in terms of Fourier series whenever it is odd function and whenever it is even function. And we know that, so when the function is even function, so then the term Bn will be 0. So the term Bn will be 0. No need to find out Bn, just you have to find out A0 and An when the function is even. So if the function is odd, then no need to find out coefficient, Fourier coefficients A0 and An, just you have to find out the An. Based on that, we discussed few problems. So how to find out the Fourier series expansion by checking whether the function is even or odd. So I'm going to discuss few more problems based on that. So first we have to discuss, conclude whether the given function is even or odd. After concluding the function is even or odd, in case if it is even function, then you have to find out Fourier coefficients A0 and An. In case if it is even odd function, then you have to find out Bn. So just to see one more problem, find the Fourier series to represent the function f of x equals modulus of sin x in the interval minus pi to pi. So we know that the function sine function is odd function actually. So but if you put modulus to that one means it will become even function. So just to see here, the given function is f of x equals modulus of sin x. So to check whether the function is even or odd, just you have to check. You have to find out f of minus x. In case if it is equals to f of x, then we can conclude it is even function. In case if it is equals to minus f of x. Hello students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
It's disconnected once. So now you have to replace x by minus x. If you replace the x by minus x means modulus of the function is modulus of sine of minus x. Just wherever x will be there you have to replace it by minus x. So sine of minus theta, we know that minus sine theta. That means it will become modulus of minus sine x. So modulus of any negative number, it will be positive only. That is modulus of sine x we can write. So which is nothing but f of x. So that is equals to the given function f of x. So that means we can conclude that the given function is an even function. And whenever the function is even, in that case, just you have to find out the A0 and An. And the Fourier expansion will be in the form like this equation star. Just it will be having Fourier coefficients A0 and An. It will be given by A0 by 2 plus n equals 1 to infinity An cos x. Now we have to find out the A0 and An, and for the even function means we know that by using the property of definite integral, A0 will be given by 2 by pi 0 to pi integral over 0 to pi f of x dx. So in the interval 0 to pi, what's the value of f of x? Anybody? They are given in the interval minus pi to pi. In the interval 0 to pi, what's the value of f of x? Anybody? So if this is the pi, this is the minus pi means they are given f of x equals modulus of sin x in the interval minus pi to pi. Minus pi is less than x less than pi. So in the positive one, it will become same, what's that? The same function, that is in the 0 to pi, it will be sin x. But in the interval minus pi to 0, in the interval minus pi to 0, it will be minus sin x. Because we are applied modulus to that one, it will become minus sin x. So since we considered here, is it clear? Are you getting why we are taking 0 to pi sin x and why we are taking minus sin x in the interval minus pi to 0? Actually, in the interval 0 to minus pi or minus pi to 0, the curve will be like this. So because we put modulus, we have to take the, what is that, mirror image of that curve about x-axis. Is it clear? Yes, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Understood why we are taking only upper curve? Because of modulus sign. So in the interval minus pi to 0, actually it will be in the third quadrant. If you considered only sin x means, because of this modulus symbol, it will come into second quadrant. Second quadrant means minus sin x. Actually, sin of minus 90 is minus 1. So because what is that, modulus sign is there, we have to make it plus 1. That's why we are considering minus sin x. Minus, if you multiply it, means it will become plus. Understood? Just definition of modulus.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting or not that point? You should respond, otherwise simply I will explain.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just it's because of modulus symbol. So now coming to, so here 0 to pi, the interval is 0 to pi. So that means in the interval 0 to pi, the function is having positive value. So that is sin x. So in case if it is having minus pi to 0 means you have to consider minus sin x. So but here for the even function, we will consider only 0 to pi. So that's why we have to consider it is the function value as sin x. You should not take modulus of sin x. This is very important. You should keep it in your mind. Okay. So modulus of sin x means the function value in the 0 to pi, it will become plus sin x. In the interval minus pi to 0, it will become minus sin x. So just you keep it that one that thing in your mind. So now just to integrate this one, integration of sin x is minus cos x, where the limits varies from 0 to pi. So apply the limits. So negative sign is, I'll take it out. So that means minus 2 by pi into cos pi minus cos 0. Cos pi value is minus 1. Upper limit value is minus 1. Minus cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. That is minus 1 into minus 1 minus 1. So it will become minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2 means it will become 4 by pi. Next, we have to find out an, which will be given by 2 by pi into integral over 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. So now, once again, in the interval 0 to pi, f of x will be sin x. F of x is sin x means, so sin x into cos nx means you have to use which one, sin a cos b. So just for the sake of making it simplify, I will take this one as cos nx into sin x. Cos nx into sin x. So if it is cos a sin b means we can apply sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. So I make it, a value is nx and b value as x. Even if you are simplifying in further step also, it's fine only. Here itself, if you are interchanging, then that's also fine. So just I interchange the sin x cos nx into sin x. So then a value will be sin x, sin nx, and b value will be x. So cos a sin b means it will be sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b whole divided by 2. So just you apply that formula. Sin of a is nx plus x it will be. That means sin of n plus 1 into x minus sin of a minus b means it will become n minus 1 into x. So now we can cancel 2. Actually, I forgot to this cross out this 2. So now if you cross out 2 means the remaining thing will become sin of n plus 1 into x dx minus sin of n minus 1 into x dx. So just we have to integrate this one with respect to x in the interval 0 to pi. The integration of sin of n plus 1 x is minus cos of n plus 1 into x divided by n plus 1, and integration of sin of n minus 1 x is cos of n minus 1. Minus cos of minus will become plus here, cos of n minus 1 into x divided by n minus 1. So now you put the interval 0 to pi. So here minus 1 by n plus 1, I will take it out. If you took minus 1 by n plus 1 outside means the remaining thing will become cos of n plus 1 into pi upper limit minus cos 0 lower limit. So here 1 by n minus 1 I will take it out. So the remaining thing cos of n minus 1 x. So cos of n minus 1 into pi, that is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 minus cos 0, that is 1. So now from these two terms, I'll write this one as minus 1 raised to n plus 1. If you put n equals to 1, so this will be plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 means this will be 0. Here also, if you put n equals 1, this will be 0. Actually, we can't find out for n equals to 1 because here it is undefined. Actually, we have to find out a1 separately. But I did anyway, you will get it as 0 only. That's why I have not found that one. So if you put for all the odd integers, it will be 0. If you put n equals 3 means 3 plus 1, 4, that is minus 1 power 4 means it will be plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 is 0. Here also 3 minus 1 means it will be 2. 2 minus 1 minus 1 means it will be 0. For all the odd integers, it will be 0. Now you check for even integer. Minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Minus 1 raised to n plus 1 means if you put n equals to 2 plus 1. Minus 1 raised to 3 means it will become minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 1. That is 2 by n plus 1. Minus, so here if you put n equals even number means 2 minus 1, that is 1. Minus 1 raised to 1 means minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2, that is minus 2 by n minus 1. Whenever n is even integer, you will get 2 by n plus 1 minus 2 by n minus 1. Outside 1 by pi was there. So it will be 0 whenever n is odd. So just to simplify this one now, so just to cross multiply this by taking LCM. So if you simplify it means you will get an value for even integers as 1 by pi into minus 4 by n plus 1 into n minus 1. And it will be 0 for all odd integers. So now substitute these values in the equation star. So here an is 0 for all the odd integers. Just you have to substitute for the even integers. So if you put n equals 2 means we will get 1 by 1 into 3 into cos 2x. If you put n equals 4, 1 by 3 into 5 into cos 4x plus 1 by 5 into 7 cos 6x, like this, so on. So now this is the required series expansion. In case if they are asked to deduce means, then you have to decide what you have to put in place of x. Otherwise you can stop at this stage. Is it clear? So from this onwards, you will feel a little bit easy only because it's so much similar only, whatever the method we are followed. So the same method. So little bit, we will add little bit, what is that even concept, half range series, like that, we will little bit we will add for everything. All of you understood this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because little bit I will go fast only. So next Monday, that means 28th you will be having first internal. So before that I have to complete 1.5 module. So still I completed 75% of the first module. So that's why little bit I will go fast. In case if you are not getting, you can ask in between. Okay, so understood all of you? I hope all of you understood. Bhumika understood?
Yes, sir.
Lokesh? Understood, Lokesh? Lokesh Abhinav? Maurya Nikhil?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Yes. Sure. Okay, then I will move on to next problem. So this one, modulus of cos x means it will be similar to last problem. Just that's why I'm not solved. Just I have given answer. So just to try to find out it. In case if you are not getting, I have soft copy of that book. That's this book, this solution, this particular question solution. Both I'm having modulus of cos x as well as modulus of x. So just to try it. So for your purpose, for that purpose only I have written final answer. In case if you are not getting exactly what I have given answer, in that case I'll send the soft copy of that one. Okay. So just to try these two problems, modulus of cos x and modulus of x. So these two are similar to modulus of sin x. So next one is obtain Fourier series for the function f of x when f of x equals 1 plus 2x by pi for the interval minus pi to 0, and it will be 1 minus 2x by pi for the interval 0 to pi. After getting the obtaining the Fourier series, just you have to deduce 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square. That is what is that, 1 by 2n minus 1 whole square, sum of the, which will be equals to pi square by 8. This thing you have to prove it. You have to prove it. The convergence of this series will be pi square by 8. So now we have to check whether this function, actually this is point, so this is a discontinuous function. Whatever we discussed till now, so those are continuous functions. So now we are going to discuss, is it we can implement so this even and odd function concept to the discontinuous functions which are having some finite number of discontinuous. So just for example, so this is the discontinuous function which is discontinuous at the point 0. So now we know how to find out the Fourier series expansion for the discontinuous function. We already solved few problems based on in the interval 0 to 2 pi as well as minus pi to pi, which is having some point of discontinuity, and we solved even for what's that minus L to L also we solved. So now, so just for those problems, is it possible to implement this even and odd functions? Just we have to check. So to check, we know how to find out the function whether it is even or odd. So just you have to replace x by minus x. If you replace x by minus x means in the interval minus pi to 0, it will become 1 minus 2x by pi. 1 minus 2x by pi, which will be equals to f of x in the interval 0 comma pi. So x equals minus x in the interval minus pi to 0. It will be equals to 1 minus 2x by pi. That is nothing but f of x value in the interval 0 comma pi. And if you put x equals minus x in the interval 0 to pi, you will get 1 plus 2x by pi. That is nothing but f of x in the interval minus pi comma 0. So it's satisfying the even function definition. That means we can conclude that the given function is an even function in the interval minus pi to pi. So if it is even function, then you have to find out, just you have to find out a0 and an. No need to find out bn, coefficient bn. So we know that how to find out the a0 and an, and it will be given by a0 will be given by, so for the interval minus pi to pi, it will be given by 2 by pi 0 to pi f of x dx. In the interval 0 to pi, the value of the function is 1 minus 2x by pi. Just to substitute that value, 1 minus 2x by pi. So the integration of this one will become x minus x square by 2. 2 will get cancelled. The remaining thing will become x square by pi, where the limits varies from 0 to pi. So just to substitute the limits, so lower limit value will be 0 because it's having x. So now if you put x equals pi, upper limit means this one upper limit first term will become pi minus pi square by pi means pi will get cancelled. It will become pi minus pi. That means a0 value will be 0. So now you find out an. An equals 2 by pi integral over 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. So the value of the function in the interval 0 to pi, it will be given by 2 by pi integral over 0 to pi 1 minus 2x by pi, the value of the function is, into cos nx dx. So now we can apply the UV rule, that is Bernoulli's rule, by taking 1 minus 2x by pi as u and cos nx as v. So if you apply the Bernoulli's rule means you will get u into integration of v, that is 1 minus 2x by pi into integration of cos nx is sin nx by n, minus derivative of v. Derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of minus 2x by pi means it will become minus 2 by pi, into integration of sin nx by n is minus cos nx by n square. So where the limits varies from 0 to pi. So for the interval 0 to pi, this function sin nx by n, this wherever sin function will be there, so it will be 0 for both the upper and lower limit. So that's why I'm not applied the upper and lower limit for that one, just I applied for the second term. So in the second term, minus into minus plus into minus minus, minus 2 by n square pi, you can take it out. So for the remaining thing, you can apply the upper and lower limit. So upper limit will become cos n pi minus cos 0, lower limit. So cos n pi value we know, so that is minus 1 raised to n, and cos 0 is 1. If you took negative sign outside means it will become 1 minus of minus 1 raised to n. So it will become 4 by n square pi square into 1 minus minus 1 raised to n. So now you substitute a0 and an in equation star, then you'll get a0 value is 0 plus an value is 4 by n square pi square into 1 minus of minus 1 raised to n cos nx. So now in this one 4 by pi square is constant. So because we are extending that series in terms of n. So that's why we can take this 4 by pi square outside, and then you put n equals 1, 2, 3, then you'll get the required series. If you put n equals 1 means it will become 1 by 1 square. 1 minus minus 1 raised to n. Minus 1 raised to 1 means it will be minus 1. Minus of minus 1 will become plus 1. That is 2 cos x. If you put n equals 2, this will be 0. If you put n equals 3, you will get 2 by 3 square into cos 3x. If you put n equals 4, this will be 0. If you put n equals 5, you will get 2 by 5 square cos 5x. So this is the, so now we can take 2 common from all the terms. If you took 2 common means it will become 8 by pi square into cos x plus 1 by 3 square cos 3x plus 1 by 5 square cos 5x plus 1. So this is the required series expansion, Fourier series expansion of the given function. So now if you put x equals 0, so because we have to show that pi square by 8 equals 1 by, what is that, 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square. So just you have to find out that value, f of 0. F of 0, this thing we know how to find out. Just you have to take 1 by 2 times of, what's that, 1 by 2 times of f of 0 minus 0 plus f of 0 plus 0. If you put that value means you'll get f of 0 as 1, which is equals to 8 by pi square into, if you put cos x equals 0 means this will be 1, this will be 1 by 3 square, 1 by 5 square. This is the required series, and it will be, so now you cross multiply this 8 by pi square, then it will become pi square by 8. So that is the convergence value of the series, 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square. Is it clear? Any doubts in this problem? Anybody? You don't hesitate to ask now. You can ask any doubts if you are any step if you are not getting means, because later you should not suffer. That's my intention. Aditya Thakur, understood, man? Aditya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Anish? Anish Kumar, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Krutika?
Yes, sir.
Understood, Krutika? Okay. So next, based on this, 2 more problems I mentioned, just to try to solve these 2 problems. So anyway, this problem, once if you understood means, so now onwards, even if you understood the concept thoroughly means, so no need to solve more problems, but for your, practice, I mentioned few more problems. If you practice means, then you'll get more confidence. So if you, instead of solving only 1 question, if you are solving in place of 1 question, if you solved 3 questions means you will get more confidence, and you will get more grip on the subject. For that purpose, I mentioned 2 more same type of questions, 9th and 10th one, just to try to solve these 2 questions in free time. So next I will move on to next concept, half-range Fourier series. So we already observed whenever the function is even, so that will be having what? Only cosine terms. And whenever the function is odd, it will be having only sine function. So that is nothing but cosine series or sine series is nothing but if it is having only cosine terms, then we call that function as cosine series. If it is having only sine function, then we call that one as sine series. So now half range. So this half range is nothing but little bit different from that cosine. What is that? You're checking that even and odd function. So in this one, actually, the period will be 2L, but they will give the value of the function only in the interval 0 to L. So if they given in the interval 0 to L means we have to extend this function into minus L to L. Then only it will become, the period will become 2L. So we have to extend the function in the interval minus L to L based on the requirement. In case, for example, in case if you want to express the given function which is given in the interval 0 to L in terms of cosine function or cosine series means you have to take the mirror image of that function about the y-axis. So because we know that cosine function is nothing but what? Cosine series. We will get the cosine series only for the even function. And we know that graphically, when if you want to say the function is even function means it should be symmetric about the y-axis. So that's why in case if they given the value of the function in the interval 0 to L, and if they asked us to find out the cosine series, of that function, that means you have to take the mirror image of that function about the y-axis. And in case if they asked us to find out the sine series, that means we have to take the mirror image about the origin. So because the graphical image of the any function will be R function whenever it is symmetric about the origin. For that purpose, just to keep it in your mind. So if in case if you want to find out the sine series, means you have to take the mirror image of the function about the origin. If you want to find out cosine series, then you have to find out the mirror image of the function about the y-axis. These two things, if you keep it in your mind, means the remaining thing, everything will be easy only. So if the function, if you are expressing in terms of only cosine function, then we call that one as half range cosine series or simply cosine series. In case if you are expressing in terms of sine function itself, then we call that one as half range sine series or simply sine series. Is it clear? Otherwise, I'll by taking one example, I'll explain. Is it clear? If you are getting doubts, you should ask. Without asking any doubts, I will not come to know whether you are getting or not. Is it clear or not?
So give example and
example. Okay.
yes.
1 minute. So now just to consider one function f of x equals x. F of x equals x in the interval 0, 1 of period 2. So just they mentioned the function in the interval 0 to 1. So now anybody, can you tell me, is it odd function or even function? Anybody? Is it odd or even f of x equals x?
Even.
Even. Are you sure, Aditya?
Nor even nor odd.
Or not even.
Nor even nor odd, right? So we have to decide the function whether it is even or odd after knowing the function in the one more interval. We know the function only in the interval 0 to 1. So this is the graph. Okay. So this is the graph. So f of x equals x means we know that it will be a curve which passes through the origin and which makes angle 45 degree with the x-axis. It will be like this. Okay. So if this is the point 1 means, so it will be like this. So now the period is 2. Period is 2 means we have to extend it to in the interval 0 to -1 to 0. So now either we can take the mirror image of this one about the y-axis. That's also possible. Okay, simply I'm writing roughly. Exactly, I can't write. Okay. So if you take an about the y-axis means what is this function will indicate? This V shape. What is the function? What is this function in case V shape is there means?
Modulus.
Modulus of
Mod.
So now we have to decide whether it is even or odd. Understood? So here itself we can't decide because we don't know the exact value of the function in the interval -1 to 1. If you know the value of the function in the interval -1 to 1, then you can decide whether it is function is even or odd. Now, since we don't know the exact value of the function in the interval -1 to 1, we have to decide the value of the whether it is even or odd. Once, if we take which along the about the y-axis you are taking mirror image or about the origin you are taking mirror image. So based on that, we will decide what is the function, exact function. So once if you come to know what is the exact function, then we can decide whether it is even or odd. So once if you take what's that about the y-axis, if you take a mirror image means this modulus x we will get. So modulus x means we know that it is even function. Understood, Aditya? Aditya,
Yes, sir.
now?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll take mirror image of this one about origin. About origin means it will be like this. This is -1. So if you take an about origin means this curve is nothing but what? Y equals x only. Is it right? This is curve is nothing but y equals x. Y equals x means what? It is odd function. Understood? Y equals x means that is the polynomial with power. Odd power means definitely it will become odd function. So that is, in case if they given f of x equals x, you can find out cosine series as well as sine series. Both are possible. In case if you are going to find out cosine series means you have to consider the mirror image of that curve about the y-axis. And if you want to find out the sine series of the function, then you have to take the mirror image of that curve about the point origin. So if you are taking about the origin means definitely the function will be odd function. And if you are taking the mirror image of that curve about the y-axis means the function definitely it will be even function. Is it clear now? Pawan?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Subramaniam? Ujjwal, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Subramanian.
once if you understood this thing means remaining thing is easy only. Everything finding how to find out the Fourier series. Once if you solve one or two problems, you will come to know. Just I will explain one problem. So 11:43. Once if it's discussed,
Okay.
can you join all of you? So now, so the half-range cosine series or cosine series of the function f of x in the interval 0, L and 0, pi are as follows. Just I have written both the what's that Fourier series form as well as a0 and an. So while writing into notes, just to write in terms of table this one, then it looks good. So because I don't have scale and pencil, I'm not written table. Just to write table. So here one you write one box for the interval 0, L and 0, pi. And here for the f of x one you put one horizontal line. After that for a0 also you put one horizontal line, and an also we put one horizontal line. Then it will get it looks good, and it will be easy for you guys while preparing also. We know that for the interval 0, L, cosine series means it will be having only cosine function, that is a0 and an. So that is even function means it should be even function. And for the even function, we know that the Fourier coefficient a0 will be 2 by L 0 to L f of x dx. And an will be 2 by L 0 to L f of x into cos n pi x by L dx. So there is no difference. So the formulas are the same only, but half range series means we will know that they will give the value of the function in the half range. We can extend that function however we can. If you want what is that even function, we can make it even function. If you want odd function, we can make it odd function. That's why, so since they given the value in the half range, so that's why we call that one as half range series. Now in the interval, we know that the function will be Fourier series expansion will be a0 by 2 plus n equals 1 to infinity an cos nx, where a0 will be 2 by pi f of x dx, and an will be 2 by pi integral over 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. So similarly, sine series means, so it should be odd function. So if it is odd function means bn only should non-zero, other things should be 0. So the half range series, half range sine series, so will be given by f of x equals bn sin n pi x by L, where bn will be 2 by L integral over 0 to L f of x sin n pi x by L into dx. So and in the interval 0 to pi, the half range series will be f of x equals bn sin nx, and bn will be given by 2 by pi integral over 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. So this is the, so these two formulas you should remember. So anyway, you are already remembered that thing only, just you can for the half range series, if they ask cosine series means you have to express in terms of a0 and an. In terms of, in case if they ask us to find out sine series means you have to express in terms of bn. That thing, if you keep it in your mind, it will be fine. Even if you are not drawing that graph of the curve taking mirror image. If you are not writing, that is also fine only. Just you have to remember these things. Sine series means only Bn should be non-zero. Cosine series means A0 and An should be non-zero. Bn will be 0. So next I will move on to problem. So find the half range cosine series of the function f of x equals x in the interval 0 less than x less than 2. So 0 less than x less than 2 means what's that period of this function? Anybody? What will be the period? What will be the period? They are given the half range 0 to 2. So that means you have to extend this one to minus 2 to 2. Minus 2 to 2 means what's the range? Period. It will be 4. 2L is 4. Right. So that is nothing but, so L value will be 2. So just you have to consider the graph like this, y equals x. If you want to express it as of cosine series means you have to take the mirror image of this curve about the y-axis. So it will be like this. This is the graph. Even if you are not writing this graph in exam, that's also fine. So, but you should know cosine series means you should take about the y-axis, mirror about y-axis. It should be symmetric about the y-axis. Like that you have to make. So just to note down L value. So because they are given in terms of radians 0 to 2. So now we know that half range series, cosine series of the function f of x in the interval 0 to L is given by f of x equals a0 by 2 plus n equals 1 to infinity an cos n pi x by L. So now we have to find out the a0 and an. A0 value is, a0 will be given by 2 by L integral over 0 to L f of x dx, where L value is 2. So just to substitute the value of L equals 2 means it will become 2 by 2 integral over 0 to 2 and f of x value is x. Now you integrate this one. So once if you integrate this one means you'll get x square by 2 and 2 cancel here. So x square by 2 means just you have to put 0 to 2 interval. So 1 by 2 is constant, I will take it out. So if you put x equals 2, then you will get 4. And if you put x equals 0, then you will get lower limit as 0. That is 1 by 2 times of 4 minus 0. So 2 ones are 2 twos, so that is a0 value is 2. Is it clear, a0? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next in 1 minute it will get disconnect. After that I will start an. So in case if you are having any doubts means you can ask now itself a0 value or how to consider the function what is